Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'm farming some T5 Abyss to get some dank. It's nice to get that skill injector I've been talking about. The skill injector is basically to get one of my skills that I've been really wanting to just get up, trained up for a long time. It's a skill that has attributes that are very bad for me, so it's very inefficient to do normal training on them for me. So that's why I'm doing some T5 Abyss now. So I really hope I find some Edencom spawns, because I have been looking really forward to just fighting these Edencom guys. Or not looking forward, because I've heard that they're very powerful, but I've been doing like so many T5s recently, even more off cam, and I've not even fought a single one of these Edencom, big like battleship Edencom spawns. I did do it when I was using the Nurgle once, but I've never used it like as the Gila, and that's something I wonder, maybe they've removed it because it was too OP or something, I don't know. But the Edencom battleships, apparently they're so powerful, they've got a big alpha strike. They can apparently like almost one-shot someone's shields. The thing is, I've heard that their DPS is not so good. Otherwise, I want to see how it goes, because like inevitably I will face them, and when that happens, if I am going to die just like that, then I'd rather get it over with sooner than later, because I've not heard a whole lot of Gilas dying to this, but I have heard people just complaining that they're really OP and that they have died. So I don't know if these are like people who've like got pretty crappy ships, or if they've got like just you know, they have not got so like blinged out ships as I have. But it'll be interesting to see if we can find one of those. I actually just realised my capacitor is pretty low here, because there's a lot of newts on grid, but it's alright. They're just little teeny tiny little frigates. Frigates, you're newting me. They're like, you know, these frigates right here. They're like leeches. They're like leeching onto my like big ship. Like they're these tiny leeches sucking the capacitor out of my ship. Very annoying. They have to be exterminated immediately. Immediately exterminate them. You know, something that I actually have noticed that I sometimes do as a mistake when I do the Abyss runs, especially when I'm doing these high tier ones, that like I realize this has a big impact, is that I forget to activate my Hardeners. This is something really don't forget to activate your Hardeners, because it has actually happened in the past that I forget to, I just go into like a new site and I activate my shield booster, but I just for some reason forget to activate the Hardeners. Or even more common has happened that I've actually just activated one, but then like I clicked and then like some lag happens and then it didn't actually activate it. So then what I remember what happened once was that, you know, there was like a bunch of Vedmax, and Vedmax are known for having, or not known, but like I'm just telling you from my experience, that they do a lot of DPS, especially when they ramp up. And now usually I'm able to tank them, but you know, if I let them ramp up a lot, it's going to be problems. So usually I was just like usual, just letting them ramp up like they usually do. But then I realized, wait, what the heck? My shields are going down and so quickly, and I've barely let them ramp up at all. How come what is going on with my shield? And then I realized, oh wait, one of my adaptive involds, or multispectrum shield hardeners as they are called now, were removed, or not removed, but like not activated. So I was like, oh, what the heck? And I also died once. I remembered like back in 2019. In the summer of 2019, actually it was, I actually did a T4 Abyss in Gila, and it was in a large shield booster with the Dread Garista's large shield booster, and now it's not that effective because of how they nerfed the powerful, the strength of the shield, or the multispectrum shield hardness. But back then I actually was able to do T4s very reliably in a 200 mil fit. There's obviously you can use now dual shield boost, or these like other kinds of fits now that are in that price range, but that ship was a lot more reliable than any of these other 200 mil ones that I've been testing out quite recently. And the thing is, with that ship, I was just like, okay, what the heck? It's going good, right? Like I was farming T4, and then for some reason I just go there and I find a Vedmak wave, and this Vedmak wave has actually, it was like, I think it was 3. There was like, I kill the usually in the T4s, how you have it is usually in the T4s, in the Triglavian like frigate / cruiser based waves, you have 4 Vedmax worth of spawns. And when I mean that, I mean like you can get 4 Vedmax, or you could get like 3 Vedmax and like maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 3, 4 Damaviks. So like you've always, or you could have like 2 Vedmax and like maybe like 8 Damaviks. So like it's kind of like I'm counting the spawns amount in like a Vedmax. So the most amount of Vedmax you could have 4 and nothing else. Sometimes I think you maybe can have something small like a few rogue drones, but usually it's 4 Vedmax, and that was at least what I had in that case when I died, when I was using this Dreadgarista's large shield booster. And what happened was, I was just like, I killed one of them, so there was 3 Vedmax left, and then I noticed, what the heck, my shields are going down. Oh no, they're going down really fast. And it had to do with that I was like sitting at 0 on one of these gates, so they had time to ramp up. But usually it still wouldn't be that much of an issue because it was really tanky with that Dreadgarista's large shield. It was just a large shield, it was just going to recharge a lot of shields. The thing is, so there was 3 Vedmax left, right? And then I killed the 3rd one, and then my shields were like dangerously low. Like we're talking like 25% around there, and I was overheating as well. When I was fighting the 3 Vedmax that were left, I was overheating. So it was dangerously low, like a bit critical situation. Then there was 2 Vedmax left, and I thought, there's no problem, right? No, they just went through my shields, killed me. That's it. They just killed me. And now that I think back of it, because I was not like I've been doing Abyss since 2018, so I've been here since day 1, since the Abyss came out. But now that I was just thinking, like the other day when I actually encountered some Vedmax and I forgot to turn my Multispectrum shield hardener, like I told you before, it must have been that when I died, when I was using that Dreadgarista's last shield booster based fit, it must have been that I forgot to activate a Multispectrum shield hardener, because I can't really find any other explanation to why those Vedmax wrecked me so hard. You can sometimes get a bit unlucky having like the minus 70% EM resistance. Like you can, in the T4/T5 sites, you can either have minus 70% or minus 50%, like of a certain resistance type. So in electrical, this EM resistance. So the thing is, Vedmax, they don't even do EM damage. So it's not like I got unlucky and had like a minus 70% or whatever. It's just that I'm pretty sure that what happened was that I forgot to activate the Multispectrum shield hardener, and then I must have let them ramp up. So they're obviously going to do quite a bit of DPS, and then unfortunately my Gila died. No. So we got the Velar waves here. The Velar waves, they are a very, very, very weak version of the Triglavians. You really don't have to think twice about them. Like, I remember when I did the Abyss in the beginning, when I was doing like only T2, T3, something like rarely T3s, mostly T2. Then I remember when I saw Vedmac or something, I was like, what the heck? Because those were at the time the most hardest spawns for me. They did so much damage. I think they even got nerfed at one point. When I would see like Velar, then I'll be like, oh yeah, relaxed, but chill, because they're very weak. They're a lot weaker than normal classical Triglavian waves. The only exception is if you're in a frigate, these little Velar drones, they'll track you really easily, you can't escape from them. But otherwise, overall, the total DPS you take is a lot less than a normal Triglavian wave. The only difference is, as a frigate, it's going to be a lot harder to avoid it. My drone is just getting annihilated. Like, these Triglavian guys, they really have no chill against these against my drones. They really hate them so much. Let's go for the ghosting Velar Damavik. I think they're probably able to do a lot of damage. In fact, I'm probably a lot of these Velar drones are able to do a lot of damage to my drones, because it seems like lots of them are not targeting me. I mean, I know a lot of these that are not targeting me are the ones that are dead, like not dead, but the ones that belong to the dead Triglavian ships. So they're gonna obviously just be fighting them. Maybe these ones in between, they are like unlocked me and started locking up my drones. And they're obviously gonna have very good tracking because they're really fast, really tiny. Little hobgoblins. I don't understand why they have these crappy hobgoblins. Actually, it makes sense, because at first I was like, why the heck don't they have these Triglavian drones? Why do they have to use these Velar, like these hobgoblin types? But now that I was just thinking that twice, it actually makes a bit of sense, because a lot of the law is that the rogue drones have been enslaved. Like, some of the rogue drones have been enslaved by Triglavians, and rogue drones in general, they usually base themselves or some of them at least seem to base themselves off of Galenta ships. Like, you see a lot of Dominic's type of ships as rogue drone ships, and it kind of makes sense then. Okay, if a Galenta kind of battleship, there's a rogue drone infested, then maybe hobgoblins would also be rogue drone infested. Alright, that's a T5 done. A little bit better loot here than my previous run that was like 60 something million. I noticed that on our first wave I got so much good ISK, I got like 40 mil on that first wave. I was just in the middle of this explaining that thing with all the, you know, how I died is with the Dread Garistas last shield booster, but I forgot to mention that actually we got quite a lot. 40 mil for one room is really good. Like imagine you get that 3 times, that's 120 mil from one side. So we did this pretty fast. I've been talking a bit. We did this in about 13 minutes. We got, what is it, 68 mil. I'm pretty happy with this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.